Hello and welcome, my name is Mikey and today we are taking a look at the NVIDIA GTX 1070 Ti, a graphic card that came out back in 2017. But the big question for today is it still worth using? Is it still worth buying? Today I will try to answer this question. Today we are checking out the MSI GTX 1070 Ti AERO, a blower graphic card from MSI. I really like the design of it. It's reminding me of the Founders edition of the graphic cards. Size-wise, it's almost as big as my 1960 XT from last year. So after I got it, I opened the card and I changed the thermal paste and cleaned it. There was a lot of dust in it. The graphic card is much quieter right now and it's running much cooler. It seems like my cat is interested in one of them also. As you're gonna see in the moment, I also undervolted the graphic card because it was running quite hot in my case. I did undervolt it slightly because even when I got it, it was running quite hot. So I think the last owner sold it as a faulty one because it was dirty and probably his case wasn't having a good enough airflow, so this GPU was basically cooking in it. And as you're gonna see, this is a fully working graphic card. So as you can see, I did undervolt it a little bit and it helped quite a lot because this GPU is a lot less power hungry and also running a little bit colder. But the temperatures aren't our problem anymore, as you're gonna see in a while in the games. So let's go to it. And the very important thing, I bought it for only £25 or around $35 for 100 zloty basically, as a broken one. And as you can clearly see, it's working, and it's working quite good actually. Of course, I'm using setup from the last video, so it's Ryzen 5500, 16GB of DDR4 3200 MHz RAM, and as you know, GTX 1070 Ti. The first game of today is Hogwarts Legacy. The game is running on the high settings in 1080p without any frame gens on or whatever else. As you may know, this graphic card is not equipped with any ray tracing capabilities, so we are running without them. As you can see, we are running fine with around 50 frames per second outside and with more than 60 inside. So I think high settings for this game is a little bit too high, maybe a mixture of a medium to high settings for this graphic card, but still a very playable title, and this GPU is handling it very well. Another game for today is Rust. It is running smooth without any stuttering whatever. It's running around 70 FPS. As you can see, some berries attacking me and I'm running over. The game is very stable. I like how it's running with this CPU in mind. This graphic card is a really budget CPU in 2026. People are getting rid of it because they're looking for something to upgrade, so you can find it very cheaply online. Keep in mind that some of them might be used for, heavy gaming in the past, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I think it is a very good GPU to play with in 2026. Yet another game, a title that is still very popular, Grand Theft Auto 5. The game is running magnificently good. This is the maximum settings in 1080p, 8x MSIA. The game is running brilliant. This GPU is very powerful. The GPU is not running hot anymore, probably because of our undervolting and cleaning, so for this money, this is a very good deal. Right now, more of an esport title, a Counter-Strike 2. On the maximum settings, 1080p, we are running on around 100 frames per second. This is, I call it very playable, and without any stuttering at all, we just, have fun in it. And now it's time for my favorite, BeamNG Drive. This game can push your computer as hard as it's possible. We are playing on the high settings and it's around 34 FPS. This game is very demanding on your PC, on a CPU, GPU, memory, on everything. And in my opinion, I would call it playable, but not comfortable. Because I think to enjoy racing games or simulations like this, you need at least 60 frames per second. And maybe for someone that's, used to play on the lower FPS, might be alright. Maybe you should lock your FPS because the game is a little bit stuttering. But for me, I would not call it unplayable, but just very uncomfortable to play. So, is the 1070 Ti a good gaming GPU in 2026? And the answer is simple, yes. It's an excellent example of great aging GPU. It still can handle modern games even after 9 years from its release. It's still in the power bound of the newer GPUs, and maybe it doesn't have features like ray tracing or, some newer technologies, but if you can find it cheaply on the internet, maybe, a fan is not working or somebody is telling that it's overheating like mine. Maybe it just needs a good cleaning and a good thermal paste, maybe new thermopads, and you can have an example of a great gaming GPU for cheap. Thank you for watching. I see you in another one. Bye.